When you're dead, you're fucking dead.
This is the Horrible Film School. Take a seat and slowly peel open those trapper keepers. I'm Chris, and I'm here with Professor Hootie.
What's up, fellas? It's not quite summer yet, but we're getting to Hellbound today.
I can feel the heat. This movie makes you feel anything. It'll make you feel sweaty. That is for sure. We're also joined by the man who definitely cannot go 5 minutes without fingering his puzzle box, Professor Joey, a.k.a. Dr. Nasty.
I want to feel the heat with somebody. I'm going to tell you what. I ain't been raising no hell recently, but I've been raising canes. Can I get a amen?
Oh, did you hit up that new Raising Cane?
I've been the other day, baby. How many times have you been
I
got some in the fridge, baby.
Oh, you got some tenders?
Oh, I got some. Bitch, that's all they got at that motherfucker is tenders. Tenders, fries.
I crashed one at Hootie's house a couple summers ago. It was just a big-ass box of fried chicken.
Big-ass box of tenders and mediocre sweet tea.
I got to say, I don't really care for it. Hot take, maybe.
I just love fried chicken.
Yeah, I think I'm too southern-fied, man. Like, Bojangles tenders is like just top tier for me.
Oh, that Bojangles chicken sandwich is a slap.
It's got the crunch.
It's very regional take there.
Yeah, very southeastern here, boys.
But yeah, somebody.
I think
like if the Hurricanes score a goal, we get a free biscuit or some shit like that.
Somebody treated me to a bunch of tenders, and I needless to say, I'm hooked, guys. I'm all about that tender life now.
You're naming the firstborn Cane now officially. Mm-hmm. Raising Cane.
Raisin.
You're gonna do it.
Little raisin.
I will say the cane sauce.
Raisin in the second one, Cane.
Cane sauce is pretty solid.
No connection to the Hurricanes, right? That's a damn missed opportunity.
That's marketing. That's a marketing failure right there.
Raising Canes at the Hurricanes. This is recorded the day before the finals, Stanley Cup finals start. So hopefully by the time this comes out, we're in a good place there.
Yeah, for the two people listening to this shit that actually watches hockey, enjoy.
With two North Carolina hockey fans, I know there's a whole lot of us out there in the world.
What are you gonna to incorporate the cane sauce? You gonna squirt it on the ice or something? Like how do you
there get the Zamboni and just smear that shit right in there.
The motherfuckers hit a chicken tender into the net. In the back of the net's a thing of sauce.
That would be bad.
And if it hits the sauce,
that's how you know it's the
if it hits the sauce, everybody
sauce
gets 3-piece chicken tender on the house.
That sounds fair. Moving on, out of sports news into horror film news. Boys, it's official. Sam Raimi is directing a new take on the 1970s cult horror movie classic Magic.
It's about time, man. He's been dragging his feet for so long, dude.
From a damn script written by Freddie and Jason's very own Mark Swift and Damian Shannon. They also wrote Send Help. We made it happen, man. All we had to do was record a damn episode. It happened.
No one even knew this movie fucking existed until we recorded that episode.
Since recording that show, I've spoken to several people who are like, "Hey, what's your favorite episode lately?" And Magic is probably it. And nobody has a clue what Magic is.
Magic? You guys did Hocus Pocus, did you? That's a good one. My daughter loves it.
Just a little bit of Hocus Pocus now. Jar Jar Binks.
You guys ready for Hocus Pocus 3 or what? It's Thackeray Binks, you ingrateful.
Little Jar Jar.
But yeah, Magic, Sam Raimi directing, putting his name on that bad boy. Looking forward to that. Another one here, Master of Horror, at least in his own mind, Yul Boll will return to zombie cinema.
House of the Dead, baby.
23 years later, The Castle of the Dead.
Castle of the Dead is fucking going to the next level.
An unofficial sequel.
I can't wait for Space
House of the Dead.
I can't wait for Space Station of the Dead.
This motherfucker put in the title of the movie 23 years later, The Castle of the Dead. And this is not parody.
It may be one of my worst experiences of all time. I saw House of the Dead in theaters when it came out.
That's awful. Oh my God.
23 years later, motherfucker, it's coming back for you. Now you're moving up to the castle. I just thought the nerve to put 23 years later as the pre-title was just, it ran all over me. I had to share that.
I just remember them being on an island for some reason, and there's a scene where there's just a ton of slow motion and zombies running at, and it was not great.
Heaven.
Yeah,
it wasn't great. Heavenly. Here's some more zombie news follow-up for you here. Zach Kreger talked about the mixed reaction by video game fans to his Resident Evil film. I know both of you boys bitched about it, so here's a quote for you. There are many people that clearly wanted the video game, the characters, the story. Anything different from that is not really welcome. But if I did that, I don't think I would be creatively fulfilled, and I don't even think they would enjoy it. So shove it up your ass.
Just don't call it a Resident Evil movie. Call it something else.
Go play the fucking game, you little baby.
Oh
you don't want to watch movies?
You can't.
Why
You can't
fucking
in one breath cash in on the name Resident Evil.
That's exactly what's fucking happening here. These producers that are paying for this fucking movie, if it didn't have Resident Evil stamped on it, this would be an A24 fucking $200,000 shit piece.
Called Castle of the Dead.
It'd be about a goddamn lamb being born to two people that turns out to be like a human being or some stupid shit that nobody would go to see.
I forgot about that.
But now it's got Resident Evil on it. Oh shit, dog! I gotta go, man. This is gonna have Jill Valentine. This is gonna have Chris Redfield. This is gonna have Leon Kennedy. It's gonna have all of them, man. Got none of it.
Okay, so wait. Okay, so you're not into the world of Resident Evil. You're just into
that is the world of Resident Evil.
You're talking about the very specific.
It revolves around the characters.
You like. So you don't like the whole Umbrella Corporation, Mega Corporation.
One can't exist without the other, Chris.
Well, what about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms? You were both giving that motherfucker flowers a few months ago.
What do you mean? It takes place.
Does it have
takes place in the same
Game
universe.
Is
this taking place in Raccoon City? If this is taking place in Raccoon City, then fucking dope.
Is that good enough?
It's not taking place in Raccoon City. It's a city
it's a city. K-pop demon
it's
hunter
a
haircut
city.
Here. I don't want to see
it's
it.
a city where the fucking
Tonight
zombies
will be the night that I will
the fucking zombies are literally fucking diving off the top of the goddamn buildings after this motherfucker in the previews.
My
Looks
point
so stupid.
is, if we want to enjoy these things, we have to build these worlds out. This is a double standard.
This is gonna be a fucking flop.
Build the world.
Look who's
already built.
First of all, look who's writing the fucking movie. If this movie was taking any seriously at all, the motherfucker who wrote Freddy vs. Jason will be the one writing the shit.
What the hell are you talking about? The Krager movie? Is that Krager wrote it?
Wait, I thought you said the Freddy vs. Jason people has something to do with it.
Well, bro, you stuck on the magic news from the first bullet point.
Oh shit, my bad.
This is that Krager, dog. This is the barbarian.
Oh, this is the weapons guy, huh?
Joey is seeing so much red, he's forgetting facts.
First of all, I want to skip over this.
So backed up right
skip
now.
over this Resident Evil shit and go right to Gladys. That's the fucking movie I want to see.
Oh yeah, that prequel. I don't know if he's gonna direct it. I think he's just doing
that's
story
fucking
vibe,
trash, man. Come on. You create what should be considered like a modern horror icon. She has such a unique look.
Yeah, it's cool. I got faith in the guy. That's all I'm saying. You both shit on that trailer, but
I just don't call it Resident Evil. Call it fucking Boneyard Prophecies or some stupid shit.
So you want it to be called like Resident Evil, the Postman or some shit, and that would satisfy you?
No, just take Resident Evil off of it. Okay. Or if you do, or at least have something from it.
I already made my fucking
Let me
point.
see the fucking nemesis like taking a shit. Let me see something fucking happening involving the actual game.
Let it marinate, man. Let it marinate. I think you're gonna love it. I just know it, buddy. I just know it. What do you rather see this or 23 years later, The Castle of the Dead? That's your options right now. Who's gonna be mad because
I'll be honest with you, I'd probably rather see Castle of the Dead because it's gonna have more to do with the actual franchise.
At least they're taking care of the arcade game House of the Dead's lore that I really appreciated back in 1995.
I didn't pick up on the fact that the full title is 23 years later.
Yeah,
Castle of the... Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, bro. It's called 23 Years Later.
That's bad.
Castle of the Dead.
Yeah,
that's
they're moving on up. It was a house. Now it's a castle.
Of the Dead.
Nah, bro. This is why I had to harp on this 3 times. These motherfuckers had the balls to call this thing 23 years later, The Castle of the Dead.
What if it ties in?
What if they called it 23 years later, The Bone Castle?
Oh, man.
That would have been great.
I would pick it. I would go, demonstrate in front of these screenings of that one. Come on, you old ball. You're better than that, I think. Last thing I got, this is just a box office update for you boys. The number 1 movie in the world right now, called Backrooms. We talked about it here before. The number 2 movie in the world right now is Obsession. The indie horror wave is officially waving, fellas. Guess what number 3 in the world is right now?
Mandalorian and Grogu.
Fucking a Star Wars movie stuck behind 2 independent horror movies.
We've
come a long way.
Yeah. I mean, I read that Obsession was made on $700,000 and it's made over $100 million already.
Yeah, I think it's maybe even closer to like 300, 400 million, honestly.
Jeez.
It's one of the most profitable movies ever made. It's crazy. A lot of young kids are apparently getting into it, so I think the young crowd, the YouTubers, the kids who grew up on the internet are eating it up. It's wild, though, dude. A Star Wars movie stuck in third. That's all we want to talk about. Y'all boys got any news to share?
I have one piece of news that I'm very excited about, although the finished product might be a little sketch. Twilight of the Dead, George A. Romero's Twilight of the Dead, is set to star Kate Beckinsale and be directed by the Paz brothers. Romero wrote the treatment before his passing, 2017. It will be the conclusion of his 6-part zombie saga, and originally was set to star Mila Jovovich and have Brett Anderson direct it from Session 9, but they both dropped out. So,
oh shit! So Katie Beckinsale's coming to save the day.
yes.
I thought you were gonna say it was like a mashup of the Twilight series and George Romero's of the Dead series. That would have been fucking dope.
To have Twilight of the Dead in the title is a bit risky, but yes.
There's vampires playing baseball, and there's fucking zombies.
What am I? Say it. A zombie.
All right, now I think we're officially ready to move on. Let's crack open today's big old lesson book. Turn to page 1988 for our assignment today called Hellbound, Hellraiser II. The lesson for this one: the mind is a labyrinth, ladies and gentlemen, a puzzle.
Per se.
Nice little quote there. This was random. We got our little booties spanked in the last guessing game, so Mr. Joseph in charge of taking the reins today. How about it?
Ew, I got a little scratch in my throat, so you guys got to bear with me. Let's kick it off with the traditional kickoff method of fan reviews. We're gonna go a little bit on the negative side here to start off with Electric Guitar Riff Plays by Jesse Gehrig back in February of 2014. Okay, Hellraiser Deuce. Is it a good movie? No. Is it not a good movie? Could they have done a better job? Of course they could have done a better job. I mean, no project is utterly doomed from the start. Most times anyways, the potential was there. And it's still there if you ask me. Am I proposing a remake of Hellraiser 2 called Hellraiser 2? Yes. Who cares anyway? You ever read the Clive Barker novella, The Hellbound Heart? It's awesome. It's not about horror. It's about fascination. It's about people. The first Hellraiser movie, this movie, and all other Hellraisers just keep missing the point. They focus on the gore and Pinhead and ignore the human element entirely. Same movie, just different titles and actors. Yawn. Once again, Clive Barker's beautiful words become shitty film. 3 out of 10.
This sounds like
Dick Rider alert.
Maybe someone who played Resident Evil games a little too hardcore and just couldn't accept the fact that someone made a movie with their precious IP.
Yeah, what a fucking nerd, dude. Who would ever do that?
This dude's all about the book here. He's coming to this with, well, the book is not quite as blah blah. Come on, man. Pinhead. That is like the most cinematic part of this entire franchise by a fucking mile.
I can tell you the one thing walking in this movie that I did not think about were the people, to this person's point.
Yeah, fair enough. It's definitely a shift in narrative from the first movie to the second movie. Where the first one, I could tell you like the characters' names and why things were happening. And rewatching this one, I remembered how like good and surprising the first one was for me personally. Damn, there was really some real drama going on in that first movie. That shit was pretty dope.
Yeah, this one was a complete, in my opinion, tonal shift.
This one was kind of
much larger in scale.
Twisted the nipple.
Like it tried to expand the universe a little bit too fast.
Pain. A little bit of pain in this one.
All right. Counter that point, we've got If You Got the Stomach, See It by Io Stosi. I guess fucking name. On May 6th of 2000. The first film was definitely an acquired taste. And while it was graphic, it also had complex characters and a clever plot. Of course, all horror films of the time need a sequel. And most are terrible. But not this one. Hellbound Hellraiser 2 really is a great sequel. Possibly better than the first, but much, much sicker. And although it has rather poor special effects, it's damn clever. It reveals a lot of interesting stuff about where Cenobites come from and who they are. Be warned. This is a very, very gory film, but if you can stand it, you'll see it's great. 9 out of 10. Were the special effects bad in this movie?
I guess it depends At a certain level, maybe, but in general, no. It depends on, I guess, your idea of hell, right? Like, what would things look like?
What looked really terrible was the fucking the pillar at the end of the movie looks like shit.
Oh yeah,
that looks bad
without question.
But like in terms of hell, the Leviathan, all that stuff, I thought it was fine. And then the practical effects are great, like that. Well, I guess the makeup. I guess you would call that costume design, right, or makeup.
Yeah,
that shit looks.
That's more of an effect.
Either way, like all that stuff can be lumped in together. That looks fantastic.
If he's critiquing,
I think the things that take place on Earth are great, but some of the hellscape stuff it's subjective.
I think he's critiquing that.
How do you conceptualize hell?
I'm going to say if they are critiquing that piece of it, it might also be the set design, because there's a couple of times where the walls kind of get a little flaily, a little bit,
a little floppy. You think it's like shitty production, like
there's a couple of spots.
When they filmed this shit in a cardboard box.
Like at multiple times, the main actress leans up against the wall, and like the wall moves just a little bit.
They're like in a cubicle or something. It's like, oh shit, there's a guy like next door typing or something. Try to do taxes here. Will you quit molesting that girl over there?
And it's nowhere near as gory as the first one.
Oh no, I think this is way gorier.
Oh,
I felt way more uncomfortable in a particular scene here.
Yeah.
It could just be the scene for me, but I did have like a visceral reaction to the second one. The first one was more wincy. This one kind of laid in the filth for a while. I mean, it's just me. Maybe I was just in a mood that day.
All right, let's talk about the box office on this bad boy. There was some disparity in the estimates that I saw from multiple sources, saying that the actual budget was as low as $3 million, and others saying it was upward of $6 million. However, that return,
I landed
baby.
on 6.
You said 6? That return, baby.
I landed on an estimated 6.
That shit right there ain't fudge. They didn't fudge the numbers on that one. 12 million US and Canada.
Double.
12 million.
Hit him with a double.
Yeah, I had right here domestic written specifically for box office. I don't see this playing well in international markets.
This is banned in multiple countries.
How do you sell this to like non-sicko countries?
You sell it apparently saying this is a story about people.
This one's about love and faithfulness.
Well, it's honestly a story of redemption. Somebody coming from the bottom, starting from the bottom and all the way up.
Now we're here. All the way up.
All right, let's talk about the helmsman of this sequel. A man named Tony Randel, world famous for his 2 episodes of the Power Rangers in Space TV show in 1998.
Hell yeah.
As well as 1992's Amityville.
Hold on.
Any more notes on this guy?
It's called Amityville 1992. It's about time.
It's about time.
You can say that again.
This is like the second. Unfortunately, this is the second dumbest title of a movie we've listed on this episode behind 23 years later, Return to the Fuck Castle or whatever that was. But,
the Bone Castle,
Amityville 1992. The year of release is in the fucking title. What is going on?
Says, it's about time.
What kind of marketing team put that shit together? Imagine having that printed on a ticket stub.
I feel like they went around and talked to a bunch of people who were big fans of Amityville, and they said it's coming out in 1992, and I was like, damn, it's about time. Like, man, these people really like that slogan.
How many Amityville? Did we talk about this before? How many movies are in that series?
Shit ton of Amityville.
It's like
fucking 50 or some crazy shit.
He also apparently directed a film called Ticks.
Ticks? That sounds
like
that could be fun. That's a better title than this shit.
All right, bro.
That's true.
Okay. The Amityville Horror. Amityville 2, The Possession. Amityville 3D. Amityville 4, The Evil Escapes.
Nobody wants this.
Amityville Curse.
Yes.
Amityville, It's About Time, 1992. Amityville, A New Generation. Amityville Dollhouse. The Amityville Horror. The Amityville Haunting. The Amityville Asylum. Amityville Death House. The Amityville Playhouse. Amityville No Escape. Amityville Exorcism. And Amityville The Awakening. Between the year...
That sounds like something we should watch.
Between the year 2011 and 2017, give me a number for how many Amityville movies there were.
4.
10.
There were 7.
Wow.
7.
Yeah.
Damn.
3 of them came out. 3 of them
films.
came out in 2017.
So we could spend half a year on this show just covering Amityville.
I mean, you need to fucking.
products.
We already skipped half the goddamn movies and went straight to that shitty Ryan Gosling one.
Hey,
We
he was
should,
chopping that wood.
We should become a real school and like create classes. Like the whole class is just Amityville, like the series. That's your whole
My
semester.
throat hurt.
That's your fall semester. The Amityville series. Let's get back to Tony Randel. We're not giving this man his props here.
Well, Tony Randel was the
was the
third
vice-
fucking choice for goddamn director, bro.
Hold on, let me give you some context here. He was a VP of production at New World Pictures and was sent to England to oversee the tail end of Hellraiser, the first one, principal and post-production, where he helped with editing. He secured funds for reshooting, and he personally suggested Christopher Young as the composer. Barker, Clive Barker, of course, and producer Christopher Figg gave him the sequel as a reward for all that help.
A reward.
I feel like
He earned it, boys.
this is a situation where the president and his entire staff is on a plane, and the plane crashes, and then the motherfucking chef in the White House turns out to be the president because that's like the next like.
It was just some weird-ass
that's,
ocean.
that's the next man up is the chef.
Fuck. Who's next in line? Damn it. Technically. Technically,
the
the chef
motherfucker
is
that
in
butters Donald Trump's fucking biscuits.
I haven't seen any of his other work, I don't believe, but this might be his best movie.
Here's a note. Hellbound is by a wide margin considered his best regarded film.
I just got to guess that.
That's a fact, apparently.
Better than Ticks? Oh no.
Fist of the North Star was also cited from 1995 as one of his accomplishments, if you will.
Who was in his titling department?
I don't know, dude. Hopefully, whoever that marketing director was has been retired for a long time and is drinking a big fat-ass margarita right now.
Did Clive Barker
Still talking about your titles 30 years later.
Did Clive Barker stay on to help write the movie?
Nah, he was just based on the works of. I don't think he has any credit outside of executive producer, a.k.a. put money in, get money out.
Yeah, but it's his baby, man. You figure he'd want to have something.
Nah, he directed that first one, dog. He had nothing else to say. Peace. What the fuck he said. Thanks for the cash. It's Candyman time.
So yeah, one of you guys brought him up earlier, man. The only other person I wanted to talk about in the on the crew was Christopher Young. For me,
Chris Young, baby.
These Hellraiser movies have some of the best music in all of horror.
Yeah, the music is dope.
So
it's got some Hans Zimmer.
It's
in
like
this fucking
it's
thing,
literally
dude.
like
Pretty dope.
orchestral. It's like I'm listening to some shit that you would pay $200 to go sit in the front row of this building and have a motherfucker in your face with a violin. Fantastic dude, Christopher Young worked on. I'm kind of surprised it's not really a lot of heavy hitters, not a big banger. Swordfish, love that movie. Halle Berry's
damn,
nice little perky boobs.
It's like the most 1998 movie of all time. Or was it like 99? Whatever it was.
Urban Legend. Joshua Jackson.
Yes.
Back at it again. The Grudge, El Grudge.
And Sinister from 2012. That's a big one.
You know, I've never seen Sinister.
It's good. Drag Me to Hell 2009. Another Sam Raimi shout out right there.
Oh, very nice.
But yeah, I had a note for him. I thought this was pretty cool. He replaced a nearly completed synth score by the band Coil. When they did the original, they said it was too experimental. So he pretty much got that first job by accident. The Hellraiser score, of course, launched his career. And the most notable Easter egg for this particular movie, I thought this was pretty fucking dope. The horn-like droning sound emaciating from Leviathan in the center of the labyrinth is Morse code for the word God. I thought that was
way to
good.
jump the shark, motherfucker. That was one of my production notes.
Oh, Chris Young.
That's
a Young baby.
You're stealing
That's
airtime
dope,
from me.
I'm helping Chris Young get his
Anything you want to say about Chris Young, Hootie?
Well, Chris Young is a country artist, is what I know him as, but I believe that's a different Chris Young.
Is this? I was not the same guy. Fuck. Mr. Peter Atkins from A Story by Clive Barker. So Barker was an EP, executive producer, and stepped back from directing after a stressful experience on the first film. Michael McDowell, who wrote Beetlejuice, was in talks to write and direct, but bowed out early due to rewrites and health issues. Atkins was one of Barker's buddies from his playwriting days and took the job from there. Went on to write Hellraiser 3 and 4 and the Wishmaster sequels.
That's what I had,
Those
Wishmaster.
God, Jesus
That's
Christ.
some dirty ass
I feel like that's going to be a movie we're covering soon.
Oh, you know
fuck
what,
that
buddy?
movie. That dude's tongue is just hanging out at all times in that movie.
Just make your wish, and I will make it come true. You wanna have him
Ace
fuck
Ventura
himself in
fucking
the
look whole
ass?
time.
Remember when he goes to prison and he's like,
You want him to fuck himself in the ass?
Go fuck yourself. That's what he tells
Go
him.
fuck
Is that your
yourself.
wish? Yeah, that's all I got on the crew. Unless somebody else has got something. Sorry.
I'll just shout out special effects by Bob Keane. He returned from the first film, and I thought the special effects were pretty solid here as well.
Definitely gross. Definitely freaking gross.
sound design, all the
it's
squelching and shit when people walking around.
It's impressive how wet, like, the
Oh, this
skeletons
is a wet ass
I'm
movie.
gonna tell you
Yeah,
what,
it's so
This
wet.
is a wop
she got
ass
that wop,
movie.
boy.
Wet ass.
They literally
person.
got the wop.
Yeah, the whole.
Remember when they're about to make out and shit, and he's reaching up on her skirt? Goodness gracious!
There was so many times that was like, I mean, obviously I'll get into it when we get to the set design and stuff, but everything was so white and the blood was so red. It was killing me. I wanted to go clean something afterwards.
I wanted a
It's like,
steak.
this
I
is-
wanted a steak.
This shit's dirty. Ugh.
So, production notes, Chris.
I'll hit you off with a few bangers here. New World Pictures greenlit the sequel within a week of Hellraiser's release because of the box office. Obviously, production moved quickly. Principal photography began on January the 1st, 1988, and this movie was in theaters by December 23rd of that exact same year. 14 months start to finish. Considering all the like you said, all the physical effects that went into making this movie, that's pretty impressive. 14 months from conceptualization to finished product.
I mean, we've seen with doing the show, a lot of sequels get that kind of treatment, but this might be one of the best sequels done that way.
Yeah, usually we see that as a detriment when it's like, oh, they just rush some shit out to cash that check real quick. Looking at you, Friday the 13th. I think they did that for diminishing returns quite a few times, but put money on the screen for this one. Speaking of which, the original plan was a significantly larger budget, but New World Pictures had financial difficulties, caused it to be slashed late in pre-production, so they had to cut a lot of the in-depth Pinhead origin story subplot, and what remained of that subplot became the film's prologue. Pinhead, baby. The Pinhead of all this is just, it's wild to me. As someone who's not like gone through the series and doesn't know it that well, I just figured he'd be so much more prominent in these first two movies.
I had the same note.
Yeah, he doesn't really get his.
He's on the fucking poster.
He doesn't get his nut until the third movie.
He's on all
Well,
the
look.
fucking posters, dog.
Apparently, he gets a bigger backstory in the third one as well.
Well, it was supposed to have a bigger story in this one. They just cut it.
And here's another note for you about Pinhead himself. This was originally intended to be his final appearance. Randel and the crew planned for Julia to become the franchise's new central villain. They didn't fully grasp the extent of Pinhead's cultural footprint until the film was complete, and audience responses made it undeniable.
And there's no way this franchise would have been successful with Julia.
It might have been a small
I don't know. As a
controversy.
villainess, to
I've
be
seen all
honest
these
with you,
movies.
she kind of did well in the evil
Oh, she's-
stepmom role.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I would say it would have been it might have made for a better couple of movies, but franchise staying power, no way.
Yeah, I'm thinking like longevity. Like, how long can you
Yeah.
keep that?
Yeah, you
Oh.
might have gotten like another movie or two out of her, but no. 4, 5, 6, no fucking way. It wouldn't have got remade like it has to this point either.
No.
Just iconic. Motherfucker with a bunch of pins sticking out of his head.
Hmm.
Slipknot still paying odes to this day. And it was also initially rated X, which also would have severely limited the distribution. Barker said it was due to the preference for explicit, grotesque display over suggestion. So they recut it to secure an R rating. I think it's a story we've heard like a good 50 or 60 times covering movies for this podcast. I just want to know who the X rating guy is. Like, who's the guy you got to satisfy? Who's the guy you got like, what do I got to cut to get this to an R?
I've always wondered, how are they elected, get their job?
Yeah, like, who's that guy who's just like, you know what? 2 more less seconds of titty and you got an R on your hands here, buddy.
Because they have an immense amount of power.
Yeah, there was a whole review board back in like the 50s and 60s where it was a big deal to like get their code, their stamp of approval. But as far as like the modern world, especially in the 80s and 90s, I don't know how, and even now, like I can't imagine that job in 2026 because I can put some shit on YouTube right now and 1 million people can see it in an hour, you know. I don't know how you go about policing this kind of stuff going forward. But it's the MPAA. I guess there's some kind of election process, hiring, firing. I don't know. They're everybody's least favorite people in the industry, I bet. I got one more I'm going to hold off on in case I'm stepping on anybody's toes. So take it away.
The only thing you didn't cover for me is actually a couple things. I'm gonna save this one for the very, very end. But this movie has appeared before on Roger Ebert's infamous most hated lists. Can't
Damn.
fucking
How long
stand
is
this
it?
shit.
Didn't we say that was only a list of like 10 or 15 movies and we've covered like more than one? What are the fucking odds? Raj just hated horror films, man. He just he didn't get it.
So Raj only watched movies that got a theatrical release.
Is that a statement or are you asking?
No, I'm asking, like, because did he review, like, Hellraiser 3 and 4 and 5? Like,
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's covering, because he worked for the Chicago Tribune as their, like, chief film critic for however long that he did that. So he's not going to cover some random B-movie shit because he had the TV show too, right, with Siskel and Ebert. They can't be covering shit that nobody's seen or that only a handful of people have seen, so I'm assuming it's just major release.
Where's that these days? You know, I understand YouTube has all the review people and everything, but like,
yeah, it's all podcasts hidden away now, yeah. So everything's too segregated. Everybody's in their own little microcultures now. It's your echo chamber, man. It's whoever you choose to.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, no one's ever going to agree on anything collectively anymore. Because now we have options. We don't have to swallow the chicken nuggets. We can get whatever we want now, man. No more monoculture.
Amen, brother. Who do you got anything to add?
I did have a odd fact to me. Was Hellraiser 2 was shown at the Toronto Film Festival on September 9th, 1988. And then it was released in the United States on December 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Why was it a Christmas, almost Eve movie?
It's probably like one of those like hardy har have the hell of a Christmas type of campaigns or something.
Like, it's
I'll
no
have to
wonder.
check the slate for what was 1988's Christmas release. We have to look back and see if there was just like an open window that nobody was taking.
I'm just like, no wonder it didn't make an insane amount of money. It's the holidays. Like, this is a gory movie for the holidays.
What type of year are you into? Like your S&M, Hootie? Like, when do you like to do it? When it's hot outside?
The big three.
I like to get my nipples pierced at about
The big three. You
good,
got
like March 18th.
Middle of July.
You got Die Hard.
Ooh-wee.
Die Hard. As well as a very, very, very Brady Christmas.
That cleaned the box
I'll
off
be
right
home
there.
for Christmas. As well as two sneaky hits. Christmas at Pee Wee's Playhouse and Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, Ernest Saves Christmas classic.
What the hell is a sneaker hit? Slam Dunk Ernest. That's literally a sneaker hit.
Man.
Motherfucking, was it Team Flight? What was their name? I know Joanna Man was in that shit.
He's not Joanna Man. He has a name, and Hootie knows
Clean
his name.
Sweep.
Miguel
Clean Sweep.
Nunez Jr.
I knew he'd have it on command right there, just waiting.
The thing is, I say Joanna Man, you know the fucking exactly what I'm talking about.
It's Miguel Nunez Jr. Yes, I understand.
I had one more note we didn't tell you. No one else mentioned. So it's about a deleted scene. I don't know if you boys had read up on this, where it was filmed in which Pinhead and the female Cenobite appeared disguised as surgeons. It was cut because the filmmakers feared having Doug Bradley play an ordinary doctor would confuse audiences, and because apparently the practical effects for that scene failed. There's some leaked images that got put on some DVDs back in the day, so people were convinced that they were hiding something, that there was more out there. But apparently it was just a dog shit scene that they had to scrap.
They probably got up a couple of DVD sales extra.
Yeah, it's one of those like, oh, what the hell? Doug Bradley's dressed like it. This is Dr. Giggles 3. I don't know what would have been cool in 1988, but shout out Dr. Giggles. Terrible ass movie.
Talk about a blind spot.
Woo! One day the blind shall see. That's all I can say. It's coming for you.
Anything else you guys got to add?
That's all for me.
This film has the honor, nay, the privilege, of sharing the cinematic record for the most times two characters repeat each other's names on screen. With, you guessed it, Titanic, baby.
I did not guess it. I did not realize that.
I think this might be a fake fact, but it's still like a funny fact if this is the case. Because they say Tiffany and Christy a lot in this fucking movie.
Yeah, I guess they do. Well, so you didn't read that? You just made that shit up?
Oh, yeah, no, I found it somewhere. I found it somewhere.
George did it.
Wait.
He said Christy. Her name is Kirsty.
Wait, is it?
I wrote Christy 40 times.
Guess what?
Realized that's not her name.
This is about to be a bad read right here because it's going to be a lot of me saying fucking Christy.
I have Kirsty written down as the character's name.
I
so.
fucking hate a parent that names their kid some stupid shit like that.
Well, I mean,
Just be normal. Holy shit.
This is probably there's probably some history behind that name that you're just completely unaware of, buddy. I like it when a motherfucker gives them easy names like Pinhead.
Yeah, give me a name like
shit
Ben or some shit. You know what I mean?
Chomper.
Come here, little Pinhead and Chopper. I like to name my kids around household objects. This is
Doug.
paperclip and newspaper. And Doug. Doug's a good one.
Is that it? Is that all we heard? We got on here? All right, man. Let's jump into this movie.
No boxes. Such a shame.
No more delays, Kirsty. No more teasing. Time to play.
Time to play.
British military officer Elliot Spencer sits alone and solves a puzzle box, the Lament configuration. Barbed chains tear into his flesh, nails driven into his skull. And with both screams of agony and pleasure, he is transformed into the Hell Priest. He has become Pinhead. So, there was supposed to be a lot more to this scene
trailer,
than what we got.
So was the idea for the whole origin to be like the intro to the movie as it's used here, or is this just let's just slap it on to get people excited? For
I
the
think
rest
it was
of this
going to be
movie?
like the entire front of the movie. Like it was going to be your first bookend. Just because Pinhead isn't
gonna
in
have
the
him,
rest
like,
of
an
this
exorcist
shit.
situation?
He's like 3 minutes of this entire movie.
So we're supposed to like follow him around as Elliot Spencer and like going on missions and shit, and eventually getting the configuration and then becoming
But I
Pinhead.
think it's more about like.
You think that
I
was
don't
the
think it's
idea?
more about his. I think it's more about what he does as Pinhead after he becomes Pinhead.
Oh, so like transformation to becoming the dude, head of the Cenobites.
Yeah, the leader of Gash.
Gotcha.
But yeah, right here we get also a recap of the last movie to catch everybody up. Also to make it to where
Yeah, man,
we
it's-
can hit that hour and 30-minute runtime. You know what I mean? That
This
old
is true.
shit.
Actually-
I appreciated it here though.
Yeah, I appreciate it too. Yeah.
I thought it was a useful and tasteful way of doing it because it made me remember how good the first one was. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I could see so much shit. It kind of was falling back in my brain a little bit.
I got excited that it was connected to the first film. I was like, oh, we're about to get more of the same. And I was wrong. At least not
Chew on, maybe,
atmospheric.
but-
I feel like we got to. This is almost like a continuation of the first film. I feel like you can splice these two bad boys together and have a 3-hour-long movie.
I
This
think
one,
the first one is 10 times better though.
this one feels
First one's
like
a bad one.
cosmic horror to me.
That does have an
Yeah, this
element
one
of sci-fi.
definitely
It
goes-
is.
Yeah, this one goes to the next
Like,
level.
it gets to that.
The first
point
one really
anyway.
didn't.
This one gets into the lore. The first one had the mystery of what the hell is going on here. We talking about Doug Bradley here?
Always.
Dougie.
Pinhead, Captain Elliot Spencer. I'll say he's known to have been childhood friends with Clive Barker since their school days in Liverpool, home of the Beatles, and the two co-founded a theater group there together in the 1970s. This was the first film in which he played Pinhead and the human Spencer, obviously. Due to his growing expertise with the Pinhead makeup, he eventually got credited in some films under the alias Bill Bradley as an assistant makeup artist. Played the role across 8 total Hellraiser films, concluding in 2005 with Hellworld. He's great.
What a title. He apparently is going to voice, I'm assuming Pinhead, in Hellraiser Revival, a 2026 video game.
How do you play a fucking Hellraiser video game?
It's gonna be.
I'm excited
It's gonna
to
be
see
the
how.
same thing as the Friday the 13th game, Texas Chainsaw game.
You
You'll
just
have
twist
like 4
nipples,
people play
I
as the
guess.
Cenobites, and then you'll have other people
Is
play
that
as everybody else.
pleasurable?
I'm gonna be the chatterer, boy.
Is this pleasurable enough? Well, you just quit. You just chattering into the microphone the whole time,
Yeah,
playing co-op. Okay, he's still going. I'm trying to bite his microphone.
Doug Bradley also graced another franchise in Pumpkinhead Ashes to Ashes.
Oh my god, is that the second one?
That's, I think, the third. I'm not positive.
Damn it, they got the number 2 right in there in the title. It would have been so easy to sell that one.
Pumpkinhead.
Like Fast Too Fast Too Furious.
Too Fast, Too Pumpkin.
Pumpkinhead. Two pumpkin, 2 head.
What was the motherfucker's name in that? Earl Crowley or some shit?
Ed Harley?
Ed Harley.
Ed Harley. Your son is the Pumpkinhead, Ed Harley.
I just remember that scene.
When Hootie was burying Lance Hendrickson and everything.
How he's fucking dead. R.I.P. Lance Henderson.
Every time we saw him, Hootie said he was dead.
Ed Harley dead as fuck. Motherfucker's gonna live to be 120.
Saw the motherfucker get into Aliens. Hootie said, I think he's dead. Nah, bro. He's still kicking.
We need to get him to a cameo.
He almost went out. They were going to shock his heart when they heard the podcast. They fucking brought him back.
Oh, man.
I just remember the scene.
They didn't even shock him. They just put AirPods in and fucking, Hootie said he's dead again.
He's washing his hands. He goes, my grandmama used to have hands as thin as paper. It's just such a weird scene.
Oh, man. That kid got fucked up by that dirt bike. Oh, shit. Anyway, Doug Bradley, is he become the Pumpkinhead, or is he just some like random ass 5-minute character?
I think he's just a random. Yeah.
Damn it. He
Maybe
definitely didn't have his, he doesn't have as thick of a filmography as I would have expected. Because he's great in these movies.
I have a general, like, curiosity question for you guys. Every time we see somebody play with these puzzle boxes, they always have the same reaction. Like, they're always timid, they're always cautious, they're always, like, frightful. But they always solve these fucking things. And never, like, just leave it alone. Do you think it's, like, is it curiosity that compels them to do it? Or is there, like, some supernatural force? Do you think it's, like, urge? Almost like the Garden of Eden and the snake in the apple. Like, it's a temptation.
I think you got to make a choice here, yeah. You got to make the choice.
But everybody makes the same choice. Is it really a choice? Is it really a choice if everybody does the same shit?
We're all human, baby. We're all selfish. We all want to taste
I want some of that pleasure and pain. You know what I'm talking about?
You want to have to feed yourself, don't you?
I might have brought this up in the first Hellraiser, but the limit configuration is based on the Rubik's Cube, right?
I fucking hope not. When nobody ever saw this shit. These be some short-ass movies.
To your point, like...
Nobody's coming in these movies.
It's got to be a spiritual help with it, because if it's based on Rubik's Cube, then yeah.
I mean, it's got an allure to it, just looking at it. I guess it's like gold-plated, supposedly, or whatever. But the people who come into contact with it are generally educated about it, it seems like. Am I talking out of my ass? You know what I'm saying, though? Like, it seemed to me that this guy, Elliot Spencer, sought this thing out. Like, he knew of it before he
I guess Frank did have the same sort of... Because he was seeking, like... He was seeking the ultimate, like, pleasure.
Exactly. So I'm saying, like, it's like people who watch these, like, nasty, weird-ass videos on the internet or whatever, right? Like, you hear about it, and then if it comes into your possession, what are you going to do?
Jack off to it.
You're gonna take a peek. You know what I'm saying? If you're that obsessed with something and it just lands in your lap, or you finally attain it, what are you gonna do? Just put it on the shelf and ignore it? No. If you're sick enough to take the first step, you're gonna take the second step.
And before you know it, it's a fucking free fall, into depravity.
Yeah. And you're covered in like chocolate syrup and feces.
It's a fucking mudslide of literal shit.
So you're saying there's a reason this Captain Elliot Spencer is seeking this thing out in the what would be, I guess, the third one?
Yeah, I think the third one really
the origin here
gives us a lot more of the gash, gives us a lot more of Pinhead.
Doing the fucking gash.
Yeah, it's the crew, dog. They're called the gash.
So he's seeking this thing out for the same reasons that Frank is initially. Is that right?
I don't know. I don't remember the third one.
He just didn't seem like he's that hard.
I know in the third one, there's a motherfucker who's like the DVD Cenobite. He's got a camera in his fucking head and a DVD. He shoots DVDs out like the fucking boomerang.
Like Krillin from Dragon Ball Z?
The third one's off the fucking rails, bro. It comes into the 90s.
DVD head.
DVD. I think they actually call him movie head or some shit. Like it's the least like
Videodrome.
Video head.
He is the Cenobite.
But yeah, they come in hot and heavy into the 90s, baby.
Turn that thing up to 11. Yeah, the scene here, I think the first shot, we're talking about the flashback real quick to the first one, shows the ending of Kirsty's dad. Why am I losing this character's name?
Jesus. What?
And it seemed to me like it looked way more grotesque than I remember.
Smiles and shit.
Was it a different angle or a different shot?
No, apparently they just used the MPAA. I think it was more lenient this time around in terms of the footage. So they used footage they had to cut from the first one.
It was nasty, boy.
Bad,
I don't remember it being that nasty.
Because that smile he does, and it just pulls his fucking teeth apart.
It's literally the first frame of the movie is like the disfigured, stretched out face, and I was like, God damn! Let me just Let me just take a minute before I get into this movie.
It was quite a wake-up call.
I'm about to be sick, guys. Oh, no.
Oh, honey, I just drank a little chocolate milk.
This
My belly's a little
kombucha
upset.
I just drank is sitting not well in my stomach. Stum.
If you didn't get any kind of visceral reaction watching this movie, there's probably something a little
Whereas
wrong
I've been
with you,
watching
bud.
motherfuckers getting it. I've been watching a lot of
Bro.
cartel videos here recently. Not by choice.
Exactly.
So
what I'm
I am
saying.
desensitized.
There may be something
I
wrong
am
with you, bro.
desensitized, buddy.
I just
If you
couldn't
didn't have
imagine.
a smidge of a reaction, you got a problem.
I remember one time I watched one of the Hunger Games with maybe Chris, and I knew nothing about it. So I couldn't imagine just walking into Hellraiser 2 and that being the first image that you see.
All right. Well, fuck me, right? Exactly, dude. Man, what if you're like a kid or like you just take
Why
your
in
kid to
the
the wrong
fuck
screen
would your
by
kid be in
accident?
the Hellraiser screening?
No, I'm just saying, what if you was going to go watch Toy Story or something and you just walked into the wrong theater for a second and like, oh shit, we got to turn around. How do you explain
I think
that?
I talked about it in that first episode we did with Hellraiser. Like how if I had seen this as a kid, it would have fucked me up for life. Like I already have my depravities and my like weird sexual tics, but it would be fucking way worse if I had seen Hellraiser. All right, present day. Kirsty
Cotton. That's how it
Cotton.
Kirsty Cotton wakes up in the Chenard Institute, a psychiatric hospital, and immediately starts telling anyone who will listen about her stepmother, Julia, the skinless man, Frank, the puzzle box, the demons, all of it. Nobody believes her. Dr. Chenard, the head of the institute, listens with particular intensity, which Kirsty reads as sympathy. But it ain't. Chenard has been obsessed with the lament configuration his entire career. Kirsty just handed him the road.
It's about to get nasty.
Kirsty, played by Ashley Laurence. Go, Hootie.
She was in Hellraiser, Hellseeker, Slipknot's music video for Snuff.
Yeah, I'm about to
fuck
fucking
yes.
snuff this bitch's lights out. Is that a song?
I do love some Slipknot, baby. But her film debut was in Hellraiser. She was 21 at the time of production. In later years, she developed a parallel career as a visual artist and painter.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Good job, Ashley. She's a real person, Joy. Not just some
I'm
little
adding
puppet
snuff
for you
to my
throw
I'm adding snuff
insults
to my
at.
playlist right now.
I watched the music video. It's not for me, but
Well, fuck me, right?
Fuck
Philip Kennard is that's played by Mr. Kenneth Cranham. You guys know anything about Mr. Ken Cranham?
I know that he was in a movie that Joy quotes all the time, Oliver.
From
The
1968.
fuck is that movie?
Please, can I have some
Oh
more?
shit, he was in that.
That's from Oliver.
He was that motherfucker asking for more. More?
This dude's there's some like legit trained British stage actors in this movie. He's one of them. He's he has a RADA training from the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. His grandson apparently pestered him into taking this role after he was a big fan of the first film. His fucking grandson. Hopefully that kid was at least 10 years old when he saw the first one. His credits include Oliver from 1968, Oliver Stone's Rome for HBO from 2005.
Yeah, okay.
He's
That's
also
what I'm
in-
supposed to say. Okay.
He was also in Hot Fuzz from 07 and Layer Cake.
That's
in
another one I'm
2004.
supposed to say.
He won the Olivier
Fuzz,
Award
Joe.
for
Well,
Best
it's Hot Fuzz.
Actor in. He won the Olivier Award for Best Actor in a Play in 2016 for The Father.
So Kenneth Cranham was in Hot
I guess
Fuzz,
this-
and he was also in Rome.
Get him.
Who was he in Rome?
He was
though? I didn't have his
Pompey
credits. I thought
Magnus,
you had some-
motherfucker, best friends with Julius Caesar. He betrayed his friend.
Everybody
shit.
knows
He betrayed his friend, then he had to
Is he-
had to run away, and then he got his head chopped off in Egypt.
Does he like transform into a fucking
No, he's
monster
a
at the
big
end of Rome?
fat guy, and he like fucks this like 14-year-old.
Oh god,
Dude, it was-
damn. This is a selling point.
It
for this
was
show?
wild back then, man. Rome was a
It
different.
was
fucking-
wild.
Rome was different, bro.
Different, bro. He's built
It was-
different.
Oh,
You
he's
know
a
what
big
they say?
fat old
He's
motherfucker.
built
too.
different. Yeah, this has been trained by, like I said, the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, doing things that apparently Joy can only shout out here.
Mm-mm-mm.
Who was he in Hot Fuzz?
They all had weird names. I think he was one of the pub owners. A dude named James Reaper. Like he ran one of the pubs.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
Shout
I
out
need to go
Ken.
back
He's a dirty bastard.
and watch Hot Fuzz. I didn't like it. Probably the first time I watched
I wasn't crazy about it. Joy liked it more than I did.
You know,
Shaun of the Dead was a banger.
I was a.
it. Oh, it's great. And the beer one's good too.
End of the World, the End of the World,
I believe that's correct, yeah.
or The World's End. Damn, they had like this two that were just like They had that, and they had the one with Seth Rogen and all those guys. It was like the same fucking title. Yeah, Kirsty's crazy. Dr. Phillip is just a nasty bastard. What'd you guys think about him going into the basement and like just fucking checking on
the real doors? Fucking crazy?
Jeez, bro, that was brutal. That was some Freddy Krueger shit down there. Let's go to the boiler room and look at these nutty motherfuckers just writhing on their mattresses.
It made no sense why that portion of the hospital was that just dirty.
Well, no. That's dirty, where you keep all the ones you don't want the people to see. Like when people come to the hospital, you don't want them to see these motherfuckers down here shitting on themselves. You want to see the ones that are. You want to see the ones that are. You want to see the ones that are cute crazy. You know what I mean? Not the ones that are actually.
Oh, like Kirsty
crazy.
And Tiffany.
Yeah, cute crazy. Oh,
she could be
this
fun.
bitch don't even talk over here. All she does is do puzzles all day, man. Ain't that so cute?
She could probably play
this
guitar.
This motherfucker downstairs is talking about the bugs is all over me.
Felt bad for that guy.
He will come up again soon.
Didn't we meet Kyle here as well?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Kyle's kind of a background.
No, not really. He's kind of the love interest for a little bit.
He is, but I feel like he's really like underserved in this movie. Maybe it's just
played by a guy named William Hope,
a Canadian.
It's we talked about him already. It's Lieutenant Gorman from Alien.
Boom.
I mean,
he also described Hellbound as his favorite shoot of any film that he worked on. So James Cameron shoved that right up your fucking ass.
Yeah, fuck you, James Cameron. Go back in the ocean, bitch.
Jimmy Cameron. Jimmy's a legend. Leave him alone.
He was in 2022's Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well.
Oh shit! Still doing work.
He was the chainsaw.
Yeah. He felt like he had a good presence
he was the
here,
family.
But again, he gets kind of blod in this movie.
Yeah, he gets it. He gets come up real quick.
He gets blod out of it, and I'm like, damn. Kind of hit me.
Apparently,
with
as a person,
main character syndrome.
As a person, he was really, really, really sweet. He had a tendency to feed stray cats that would come onto the set, and was a very huge advocate for animal rights. And apparently, there's a huge backstory between him and Clare Higgins, the lady who plays Julia. Like they went to school together, and they each had like a crush on the other, but they never like acted on it.
Sure.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
So there was a little bit of flirtation going on.
Flirtation going on.
Till Kenneth Cranham came in.
All right, there's this bloody mattress involved from the last movie that Julia was killed on. So just keep that in mind, listener. Chenard has the bloody mattress that Julia died on, the one soaked in her life essence, brought to his home. He then brings a mentally ill patient named Mr. Browning to the mattress and hands him a straight razor. Browning cuts himself, trying to relieve himself of bugs and the maggots that infest his skin. This guy's like schizophrenic. The blood that comes from his body resurrects Julia as a skinless, dripping ravenous that immediately consumes Browning to accelerate her regeneration. Chenard watches this happen and is delighted. Dr. Kyle McRae, Chenard's assistant, sneaks in to investigate and witnesses all of this and is not delighted.
Yeah, this shit was, this was the scene for me where I was getting a little fucking nauseous.
I'm going to tell you what, if you watch the uncut version, this shit went on even longer.
I think I might have, because I got to the point where I was like, God damn, how long have I been in this
I was
scene,
thinking,
bro?
when is this bitch going to catch him? Because it was literally filming her ass fucking struggling. He's struggling right in front of her for a good 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was brutal. I said, damn, I need to take a fucking break after this.
I found it kind of ironic that Kyle breaks into his house and then calls Chenard weird.
He's a bit of a fucking weirdo.
I was like,
you know what drove me fucking nuts about this whole scene is that this whole thing takes place. It's so fucking dirty. It's so wet. It's so bloody. And it's in the middle of this beautiful, clean,
like
fucking
study,
old school library study with books everywhere. I was like, I'm worried about these damn books getting covered in blood. We need to shoot this shit like in the bathroom or something.
Yeah,
the juxtaposition it was wild.
Chenard's study was cool, like all the occult writings and the Egyptian scrolls.
I felt really bad for Mr. Browning in this scene. It was just hard for me to watch because you just feel bad for the dude.
Yeah, it was nasty. I got a note on it, particularly that what you're talking about there. This scene reportedly causes multiple crew members to have to leave the set. The clapper loader, Clive Mackey, said he had to step out because he felt like he was going to faint. The composer, Christopher Young, who was told that he was supposed to score this sympathetically towards Browning, he said he simply could not because of how disturbing the footage was. Peter Atkins has said writing the scene was one thing, but watching it film made him physically ill.
Dude.
This shit came through, man. It was
you say you feel bad for Mr. Browning. How can you feel bad
bro.
when Julia pops out of that fucking mattress and her eyes and smile she has on her face? Like how happy she is that she finally has somebody like to kill. She looks so excited. Like I'm so enthusiastic for her. She finally got what she had, what she was wanting all this
It's
time.
like feeding a dog, huh?
And then her drinking his fucking brain juice or spinal fluid. That was so fucking sick. And she's got this special move where she can take her hand and stick it in the back of your head and just fucking destroy your spinal cord where you're like paralyzed. It's like she's a bug or something.
Yeah,
she's like a fucking wasp. It's so cool.
Yeah, I did not have her being like such a badass gangster on my bingo card, but she's pretty terrifying.
I'm gonna tell you what too. When she makes it back to the fucking mattress after drinking that blood, and she starts writhing on that mattress, and you can hear the squish. You can, oh my god, she's actually fucking hot.
What is she doing?
She's fucking undulating. Her pussy on fire.
She's enjoying it, bro. She's just like you ate 10 brownies before anybody else.
It's that thing. You know that feeling you get when you have.
I don't
you know
roll
that
the
feeling.
floor after.
You know that feeling you get when you get home from the gym and you finally get to eat your potato that you fucking weird ass has been waiting to fucking eat all goddamn day. Like, you know how happy you are and how your body just fucking undulates. That's what she was doing. Imagine having 10 potatoes with salt on. That's a callback to a previous episode. For you listeners,
Julie is played by Clare Higgins. What do you guys know about Clare Higgins?
She's fucking hot.
She is way more attractive here than
she
she was
so
in that
hot
first
in this
one, man.
fucking movie, man.
It took me a minute, but I was like, this lady is kind of hot.
I feel like she'd be the type to grab your balls like really tight and hard, but won't like hurt you. But she'll grab them.
Yes, she definitely had the
domineering, very domineering.
Besides Hellraiser, the whole other movie I found that was meaningful was Ready Player One.
Yeah, I think this is kind of like in line with Kenneth Cranham. She's definitely like considered one of these great British stage actresses. She's Lambda trained, not Rada trained like him. I think it's the London Academy of Dramatic Arts. But she had pretty much built a big theatrical career in London to this point. She won the Olivier Award for Best Actress 3 times. Eat your heart out, Kenneth Cranham, with his one win. She also got a Tony nomination for a Broadway run of Vincent in Brixton. She can do it all, man.
Well, then she has done a lot then. I apologize.
Real actors, man. Real actors on stage.
You know what they say?
You and your Hollywood
it's too late to apologize.
She's good. She's very good in this. Like I said, way hotter than I remember her being in that first
Scorcher.
And she is so, I can't emphasize it more, wet in this scene.
When you said that, my nipples got really hard.
I was just like,
how the way you said wet, bro.
How did they keep the prosthetics that wet without them like falling off?
How'd they keep the books clean in the damn?
That's true too. Yeah.
How'd you keep the rest of that room not saturated in goo and blah? Just watching her like just wiggle across that floor, just smearing all this goo everywhere. I was just like, ugh.
Her body just palpitating.
About to get the damn scrub daddy out and clean this bad boy.
Get the scrub daddy.
You don't waste all that good juice.
Not a sponsor.
The scrub daddy, trademark scrub daddy. Right to work on that bad boy.
That's Frank. Frank came up with that product, the scrub daddy. Back at the hospital, Kirsty meets Tiffany, a mute patient with a remarkable instinct for solving puzzles. That night, Kirsty is woken by a vision of a skinless figure writing, "I am in hell, help me," and blood on her wall. She believes it is her father. Kyle comes back, the doc, and tells Kirsty he believes her. The two of them return to Chenard's house to investigate. Meanwhile, while this shit is happening, fucking Chenard is feeding her ass some skin, boy. Like, there's about fucking 19 people chained up in his attic. And Julia is just going apeshit, sucking and fucking her way to the top.
Too. So what is it Kennard or Chenard? I don't remember how it's said in the movie, but I can see the
Kennard.
But what is he after? Like, what is his end game here?
He wants to understand the hell. He wants to understand hell. He wants to understand the lament configuration. So
he just thinks the lament configuration is the gateway, and Julia's like his conduit at this point to get him there. He just seems, I don't know. It's something as esoteric as this. If someone just told me, Chris, if you find this little puzzle box and you feed these motherfuckers to this bloody ass mattress, you might get a chance to go into the gateway to hell and look around. I just don't know if I would just fucking believe that, just because I saw it written down somewhere. At some point, you got to question, what the fuck am I doing here?
And it's weird to want to see and be involved with this. Like, that's That's
Do
interesting.
you think it's just being a doctor, like an obsession
Well,
with like
you
death
say
and
that.
sickness? He wants to see the end game of like what his profession, his psychology is really about.
I think that's the path they wanted you to go.
I think he feels a certain sense of
Okay.
responsibility for Julia because it's his.
For her
It's
death?
his doing that she's resurrected.
Oh, you mean like post the
Mhm.
resurrection? So you think after the Browning incident, he's just
I feel like
kinda
that's part of
complying.
his drive. That and they start like a pretty hot relationship. Yeah, while all this meat feasting is going on, she's hitting him with the fucking move over and over again. At this point, she's trained assassin, right? Back of the head, back of the head, back of the head, back of the head. And then she's covered in skin
Oh, yeah,
once
she's-
again.
Yeah, she's missing like certain patches. I thought that was kind of funny. She had like a back patch that was missing at one point. She's like,
It
I
was
gotta
like-
complete the fucking set. Like she needed one more Pokemon card. She was like, let me get in the back of this motherfucker's head.
Are we supposed to believe that Kennard had relations with Julia?
Or like during this.
During
Oh,
the
yeah, they
incubation
fuck. Yeah.
phase.
Well, how did we see everything from the slipping and slide on the mattress and whatnot, but they couldn't show that?
I mean,
Something wholesome.
Oh,
some's got to be left
who
on the
wanted to see
cutting room.
that
Something's
blood,
got to be
man?
left on the cutting room floor.
Well, we
Just-
saw her and Frank going at it in the first one.
God,
pretty
Frank was
hardcore.
beating the wheels off his shit.
There was a flashback to that scene, by the way.
Yeah, I appreciate. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
trust me,
Damn, remind me about that.
Thank God for 0.5 speed on my computer.
Let me watch that back one more time.
At some point in this portion of the film, Kirsty says some wild stuff, but she says, "When I think, I hurt." That's poetry, boys.
Well, that might be explaining why she's a visual artist now, Hootie. So
So I got to write that one down.
she's a great painter.
At the house, a now fully regenerated Julia kills Kyle and knocks Kirsty unconscious. Chenard abducts Tiffany from the hospital and forces her to solve the lament configuration, opening a gateway to hell for both the doctor and his queen. And with hell comes the Cenobites, who briefly appear, but let Tiffany go, noting that while she physically opened the box, the desire behind it was Chenard's.
We talked about Tiffany. We didn't shout out the actress. Her name is Imogen Borman, and I was convinced that she was the daughter of Jonathan Borman, the director from Deliverance. And I probably researched this shit for 15 minutes and finally settled on the fact that she's not.
Yeah, I remember watching her. I was really bored, man.
This was her feature debut. She's apparently been arrested a lot in
What
the
the
past
fuck?
10 years. This is what you get.
Whoa!
This is what you
But
get
I
when
was
you- when you
Tiffany
research somebody
in
too
the
much.
fucking Hellraiser movie. What are you doing? Go watch Hellraiser
Yeah, I was
2.
so
That's
convinced,
me.
like, because that name is so unique. I was like, surely she's related to the director from Deliverance.
Get these goddamn
So I just kept
handcuffs
Googling
off me.
shit and Googling
Do you
shit
know the fuck I am?
to the point where I'm like, okay, that's all she really did. She's just, sorry.
I
Sorry I wasted her time and mine.
Somebody call Doug
All I
Bradley.
had, I found this note, so I have to say it because I wasted my time as well. She was in one episode of Ian McKellen vehicle called Lovejoy.
Yep,
Oh, of
that's a good
course.
one.
Everyone seemed to have no
I
idea
love
what the fuck that is.
Looks like a Columbo ripoff.
So yeah, I did like that line though when Pinhead pops up and he's like, "It is not her hands; it was desire that brought us back."
And then he disappears for another 40 minutes. Maybe.
This was definitely like a Dream Warriors vibe here. I was getting like the Patricia Arquette's.
She almost
Yeah,
kind of
with
looked
the, Tiffany
like the
character.
same character.
Yeah, maybe that was part of it too. Is the whole, I don't know, chosen people who can help. We have to unite together. This ragtag group of people are gonna kill
And
these demons.
It's always got to be a blonde white lady.
Yeah, nothing sells a horror movie like a little blonde white girl. And again, it amazes me every time I watch these movies where I'm like, these Cenobites like aren't the villains. they're not doing anything wrong. They're like, oh, you come to my fucking house, man, we're gonna play games. So if you don't like PlayStation, then why are you coming over to my house asking to play?
Because they keep telling Kirsty, like, oh, you're going to have to give in eventually.
They just say you're gonna have to play. Like, it's part of the fucking game. You keep coming here, you're gonna fucking play the game. We're not coming after you. The weird thing about Pinhead, he's not a pursuer. He likes to get his lunch delivered. He's a DoorDash guy.
At some point, she keeps running into him, and Pinhead goes, welcome back, Kirsty.
Oh, again, bitch. We gotta quit being like this. It's just, I wish I could do that Doug Bradley fucking voice. I don't know if it's like an auto-tune thing going on, but every time he speaks his Pinhead, it's just epic. The pain.
There's
Everything
got to
he
be
says
something
is
on his
just-
voice, right?
I don't know. It's banging, whatever it is. I need that on tap for myself. An AI generative Pinhead. Everyone calls him Hellraiser, but Pinhead, of course. We're going
And
to
the
hell.
way-
Everyone's on the board now.
The way Julia, like, kind of semi-seduces Kyle, hits him with the motherly,
and
oh, you poor boy. Come here, come to
Get over here.
mother.
Come to mama.
Just like with
This is when
Frank.
he's looking at the strung up corpses in the attic or upstairs room,
Upper deck,
whatever it
baby.
is. That shit got a stank, boy.
Mm.
How much stank was in that room? Half these people look like they're still alive.
Maybe she sucked the stank out of him.
Oh, fucking hey. That'd be nice. She got a little Febreze, the thing that like automatically triggers every like 30 minutes.
Is that a
He
spring
just stand there
meadow?
and they goes, that's fresh linen, I do believe. But yeah, I think he might be. So we got Kyle off the board, right?
Yeah,
We already
he's
covered
gone.
that. He gets the back of the head, suck out my emotion. I think he's the final piece. He's her back piece, right? At the end of the day.
The back piece.
Like there's this square missing out of her back. She sucks old Kyle's head up, and then the square is
Well, she
filled in.
does.
I thought
She
that
does
was
tell
cool.
Julie, or she does tell Kirsty that you do have good taste in men.
That boy
After she's
tastes
done
good.
tasted him.
He was her holographic Charizard, and she completed the set. She's like, all right, now we're fucking ready to go.
And here Pinhead gets a like rock and roll entrance with a fog machine. He slow walks
Oh, yeah.
in.
Telling you, dude, it looked like a damn Slipknot concert. Looked like Sid and fucking Pinhead from Slipknot. I push my fingers into my eyes.
What if they start playing? I'm coming out, so you better get this party started. The fucking
Oh, fuck it. It felt a little pink up in this
Butterball, whatever the fuck comes out there, just fucking fat as shit.
bitch. Butterball.
He just
the
rolls
wrestler.
out.
What's his name? Butterbean. Who the fuck was the fat one?
Butterbean was the boxer, right?
Yeah, but it was a fat Cenobite.
Yeah. Heavyweight champion.
He's known to be a
Oh, the fat Cenobite. The dude with the glasses.
Yeah,
With the cool
Butterball,
glasses,
Butterball,
yeah.
Butterball.
I don't know. I call him glasses, man. I thought he was Leviathan
Shade.
the whole time we was watching the trailer. Because you kept saying, there's Leviathan. I was like, this fat bastard with the glasses?
Hey, here's where Pinhead goes, Kirsty, or a tease.
You fucking tease. You're going to keep tickling my pickle, and you're just going to keep running down the hallways of hell like I'm not even right here waiting to play.
And if anybody
So-
is for some reason watching the movie right now, here's where you're going to really look for the walls kind of wiggling around.
Walls wiggling around. Well, again, this is the thing when you start getting into like surrealistic landscapes. It's the walls of hell, Hootie. How the fuck?
Yeah,
do
they
you
made
know
out of
how they work?
styrofoam.
Oh, boy.
They made out of
Here we go.
styrofoam.
It's all dream logic.
They made out
man,
of
baby.
styrofoam and Elmer's glue.
It could be all dream logic, man. Who knows? It's all about how you feel, man. It's very subjective.
And with that, let's segue into hell. Hell is a vast stone labyrinth presided over by the Leviathan, a massive black diamond shape rotating in space above everything, firing laser beams, black light,
Lasers.
that force anyone they hit to relive their worst memories. Julie refers to it as the god of flesh, hunger, and desire. Pinhead and the Cenobites find Kirsty and tell her she is free to explore, while Chenard is finally betrayed and handed over to Leviathan by Julia to be transformed into a Cenobite, screaming the whole way. His transformation is so cool.
Yeah, he gets like a damn sucked into an elevator type
Yeah,
of
it's
weird.
like
I don't know
I
what
think
the
it's like
hell's
a
going on,
puzzle
man.
box. It's like another puzzle box. He sucks him in there and they jab his ass and inject him with a bunch of like steroids. He gets really strong, and then they take a bunch of wires and they
Yeah,
pull
he
it over
gets
his
like
face.
Nemesis.
He looks so fucking.
Yeah.
Shit was wild. So I don't think Kennard signed up for this, right? At this point, he can officially say, like, this is not what I
Yeah,
want.
he didn't want to be a fucking Cenobite. He wanted to know the mysteries of hell. He wanted to like. He's been following these occult
thought he was just
studies
gonna,
his
like-
whole life. It's his life's work.
He thought he was going to dip in and like dip out and like make a documentary when we got back
Well,
home.
he thinks if he's
Yeah.
helping
Chris
Julia,
Hansen.
Julia will help him.
Help him do what? I'll bring you to the center of hell.
Yeah, and then
you
bring
can
me
just
back,
go
dog.
back home and
Make a little
make
2-hour
sure you can get
documentary.
home before
Win
the
an
damn
Oscar.
game. Yeah, exactly. Is that what he thought he was going to do?
Dude, what about Chenard when
I think he likes
he
it.
was
though.
watching that hook orgy going on down there?
Jesus, man.
Well, we
he
do.
He saw a girl just getting pounded. He was like, "Damn, I want to go. I want to keep going. I want to go a little deeper."
She was getting.
We
she
do
was getting
learn
Eiffel
that
Tower in hell.
once they transform into a Cenobite, they just forget ever being a human apparently. So
How many times did y'all hear Cenobite?
Yeah.
How many times y'all read Cenobite in this shit and think Cinnabon? Get hungry.
Cenobite. I still don't think I understand the origin of the name. What does a Cenobite mean exactly?
Cenobite is like somebody who's a member of like a monastic order.
So it ties back to the whole S&M of it all.
Well, no. Like a monastic is like monks, like a monastery.
Oh, monastic. I heard
masochistic. You fucking weirdo. Jesus
Sadomasochistic.
Christ.
That's the whole movie. Is like based on the idea of like S&M. And
Oh yeah,
like
it's about
pleasure,
pleasure
right?
and pain, baby. Well, this movie ain't.
Yes,
This
'cause I've
movie
never-
isn't as much about that, but the original. The original is.
Right. Yeah, that's what Frank was all about in the first one. So we already talked about Frank being in hell here and all that.
Not
First
quite.
one.
We'll get there momentarily.
Yeah, I kind of did some more exploration of like what the hell all this S&M stuff is really about, because it's definitely like not for me. So I'm kind of trying to frame it
so
psychologically
vanilla,
for
bro.
it to make sense for me. I just don't get it.
You like Greek?
Personally, I just
You
don't
like
feel it.
fucking
I
Greek
think,
yogurt ain't been stirred up.
I think me and Hootie talked about this before.
Like-
It's just I don't know if I just don't fucking get it, man.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But I will say that I appreciated it in Hellraiser 1, and Hellraiser 2 made me wish it leaned into that part of it.
Oh, you want to see more
missed
of it,
the
huh?
psychology of it all?
Oh.
No, well, I mean, to me, that characteristically built the Hellraiser universe. Like, that's what I expected, and this movie didn't give it to you at all, really.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the
It was more
Cenobites
like,
take even more of a backseat.
This is what you go when you go deeper.
Yeah.
Let's go deeper and deeper and deeper. It's like we went past the layer that was interesting, which was the Cenobite, the introduction to all this pain is pleasure type stuff.
They went
And
straight
it just goes
to
into excess.
They went straight
to
to
hell.
Jason Takes Manhattan. Or hell.
Straight to this, take to the center of hell at this point. But yeah, I think that Kenneth is definitely resistant to becoming a Cenobite. But once he kind of gets like that first taste of it, the power, he's like, oh, this is pretty dope. I like this.
Dude, what about the tentacle, like, hentai porn shit he's got going on?
Yeah, this shit got a
His
little
power
weird
is
for
so
me here.
cool.
This got like a little Jason and the Argonauts for me. I was like, what the fuck am I
shit,
even
that's
watching
funny.
now?
That's actually good. The fucking Medusa snakes? That's pretty
Yeah.
good. Okay, I didn't think about that. That's really good.
It creeped me out on that level of like old school claymation ickiness.
Oh, I just kept thinking about Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2 for some reason. So
Power of the sun.
That's in my Hall
The
of Fame,
palm of
bro.
my ass.
In the palm of my hands. Legendary performance.
Gonna make him an offer you can't refuse, Spider-Man.
No, that's not. No.
Speaking of Frank, Kirsty finds Frank Cotton in the labyrinth, who reveals he tricked her. It was him writing on the wall, not her father. Before Kirsty can process this, Julia appears and tears out Frank's heart in revenge for Frank's betrayal of her previously, allowing Kirsty to escape. However, Julia is sucked into a vortex not long after, while she tries to, I guess, fight Tiffany? I didn't really understand what she was trying to do. But, yeah, it literally tears her fucking skin off. And her body is sucked into the vortex. So Frank is
That shit was
dead.
brutal.
Julia's gone. So much for a Cotton family reunion. It's so weird.
Nasty.
Frank keeps talking about family reunion, family reunion. Meanwhile, he's trying to stick his finger in her ass. Like in his niece's ass the whole time.
Frank's always been a nasty bastard. He was nasty in the first movie.
What'd y'all think about Frank's punishment? Like hell punishment?
it was just like ghost women.
Well, he's all about pleasure, right? And he can never. The women are there to taunt him, to tease him, to get him rock fucking hard. His balls have been full since he's been in hell. And every time he goes to fuck these women, he pulls the curtain off. They disappear.
They go
So you would
He
think
probably
he
just
would
fuck him
do-
through the.
good
He
thumb.
probably, if I was him, I'd try to fuck him through the curtain.
through the sheet. Yeah, you get a little bit of
Yeah.
friction going.
I need a little bit of friction.
You think he would have been nicer when Julia showed up?
Oh no, that's a real girl. I'm about to get down and dirty, dog.
He said, "Baby, can you help me get out of here?" But nah, he's like, "Let me get a finger in that butt."
He said,
He's a nasty
he said, does that
bastard,
pussy
though.
stink? That was the first thing he said to her.
Oliver Smith, who played Skinless Frank in the first film, due to his extremely thin build, returned for triple duty here. Same guy played Mr. Browning. He is the skinless figure in Hospital who writes, "I am in hell, help me," and Blood on the Wall. And he's Skinless Frank again in the Labyrinth sequences. Mr. Browning carrying this fucking movie.
But the actual actor who played
And
Frank
Andrew
is
Robinson.
Sean Chapman.
No, that's the dirty bastard who gets all the dialogue.
That's the looker right there. That's a handsome man.
He got that real molest my niece type of look about him. Good for him.
I gotta
and-
say, the her grabbing Julia's body skin and it coming off. The dummy they had did not look great.
Yeah, this is the part I was talking about. It gets a little wonky when they're in hell, but I don't know. It's hell.
You know-
How's all this stuff supposed
You
to
know
be
my
rendered?
biggest
I don't
beef with
know.
this whole hell thing? The whole first half of this movie and the other movie, Pinhead and his squad are like, man, we got such sights to show you guys. Are these the fucking sites? Because all it is a bunch of gray goddamn hallways. There ain't
That's
shit
gray
going on
walls,
down
right?
here.
But that's what I'm saying. Is this subjective to the experience of whoever opened the gateway? Is this a singular version of hell? Is this a physical place, or is this whatever? Because Tiffany opened the gate, right? No, so she's obsessed with like puzzles and blah 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 and mazes and all this stuff. Is this her drawing of hell? Is this like Inception? This is her creation. Did she map it out?
Oh,
I think that could be possible because, to Joey's point, how much Pinhead says we have such sites sure there's no way that this was it.
You get to see Frank's little fuck dungeon, and then you get to see Julia getting railed, and that's about it. And everything else is just a big ass triangle in the sky.
it's like you're driving through fucking North Dakota and you stop and look at the one tree that's in the next like 200 miles.
So you're telling me that every day Pinhead just walks by like Frank's little room? That's like it's
He's
part
just
of
like
his day.
Whatever.
He walks by and he points. He's like, right there, yeah. The sight's right there.
Look at those nuts. Look at those big old blue nuts.
Frank,
He goes and thumps
how's
one of the
those
nuts.
balls, Frank?
Oh God, ready to pop.
I want like a what we do in the shadows version of the Hellraiser universe.
Fucking mockumentary.
Just hanging out.
Oh, hello there. I could see Taika Waititi as Pinhead. I would watch that for sure. Andrew Robinson, the guy from the first movie, declined to come back as Larry Cotton, which forced a lot of rewrites. The scenes where he did appear in the first film Joy talked about was unused footage from the first movie, which is why they were so much more violent. Peter Atkins ultimately revealed that Robinson declined, but he thought it made the narrative work better. So I guess maybe originally Larry was supposed to be in hell, and that's who Kirsty was actually going after, but we get the Frank switcheroo
It
once
worked
again.
out way better because this is up Frank's alley to be deceptive, to be a trickster, to be tricksy.
So Kirsty had
As
no
they say.
reason to really be here, though, right?
Oh yeah, she was tricked.
She's just trying to get out.
She was
Yeah.
manipulated.
And Tiffany is just a random helper person who has no real purpose in the story.
She is what you call a Mary Sue.
She keeps getting she gets alluded to as having some kind of trauma as a kid, which I don't know if
She
it ever
has the
came back
power,
around.
the mental power. Female Rain Man.
Maybe I missed it just because the character felt like a nothing burger to me. But
Yeah, she was dropped off at the mental hospital by her mom, who said that all she did was do puzzles, and it's driving her fucking crazy.
there's
because
something wrong
this
with
kid
her.
will not stop
She
doing
will
fucking
stop
puzzles.
doing
There's puzzles all over the
fucking
goddamn house. Get this bitch out of
Sounds
here.
like a cool ass kid to me.
I can't take a step without stepping on a goddamn puzzle piece or a Rubik's Cube. Get this bitch out.
I got Legos in my fucking nose.
He's just building like elaborate Lego things like an hour all over the house.
Kirsty and Tiffany find each other, try to get out. Shenard, now a full Cenobite, or as I like to call, a Shenardobite, with scalpel-tipped tentacle arms, intercepts them. They flee and run straight into Pinhead and the other Cenobites. Kirsty shows Pinhead a photograph of Elliot Spencer, his human self, and he begins to remember he was once a mite. The other Cenobites remember the same. Just as their power dwindles, Shenard arrives and kills all of them effortlessly.
It's funny because that's exactly what happened.
Spencer and Kirsty share one last look before he is also killed. These motherfuckers go down in the shittiest way possible. This motherfucker is shooting tentacle nukes into their fucking chests and their heads and shit. One shot,
so
and
disappointed with
these
this.
fucking demon priests of hell are destroyed.
By a dude who was just crowned one of
Oh
their
my
own,
god,
like 20
dude!
minutes ago.
Shenardobite busting through the windows of the hospital earlier here, like he's fucking Christ reborn. He comes to his fucking arms
when he's
extended.
just nuking everybody.
Oh, it's so fucking cool. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's OP, bro. He's OP.
Here, Pinhead tells Kirsty, "It's your flesh we want, not your skill of bargaining."
Oh, he fucking hits her. He hits her with a couple bangers. Trick us again, child, and your suffering will be legend, even in hell.
That's what I'm saying. This is when his dialogue is at its finest for him to just get B button spammed and they're all off the fucking board. And that's it. They don't come back.
Devastation.
You get to see like the human forms of everybody. Apparently there's a lot of controversy
fucking
around the
hated that
Chatterer.
shit. Yeah, the dude's got eyes. Did y'all not notice that shit?
Yeah, they said Nicholas Vince, the guy who played the Chatter, he got a hook to the jaw during filming of a scene involving his character on a torture rack. He also requested his character be given eyes on set so that he could see, because in the suit he could not, which caused continuity issues. His introductory shot shows him in the original Alice form, and the character later appears with eyes.
Fucking lame. Literally changed his entire appearance halfway through the movie.
I'm not even talking about that. Like, that's whatever. I get it. It's a low production. They fucked you over in your budget.
It's
whatever.
not low production though. It's fucking $6 million.
They pulled his budget at the end, so it's not like he could go back and change shit he had shot earlier. But the point was, the Chatterer in his human form was a child. What the fuck
he was
that?
Baby. You know, hey, all right.
Kid went to hell and became
to
this?
the Leviathan's point, making this little motherfucker center. He looked like a little asshole. He looked like the motherfucker that would throw rocks and shit at you.
He looked like a little perv. Like he had some kind of, like he had to have done something in life to get him chosen as a
he was a little
priest
asshole.
in hell.
He did something.
He was setting dogs on fire and shit.
So obviously, in 1988, no one knew what Hellraiser was going to become past this. So did people just see this and go, "Oh, that's it for Pinhead"? Like,
yeah, I think that's like the backlash from that is got to be like, "Oh, we can't bank on Julia coming back again and being a bitch." People want to see the Pinhead.
I think it's what they really did this to build up Channard's power, like to show you just how strong he is.
So is Leviathan like a 3-point going forward, or are we done with? Like, this is continual. This is going to go
I think
the
the
series?
Leviathan. I don't know if it makes another appearance, but I still feel like this is part of the canon at this point
of the lore. This is the ultimate part of the lore.
Yeah.
So what about him makes him get to be chosen as like the one? Because it seems to me he's the most powerful.
Well,
of the Cenobites
he's
for
gifted
what reason?
to the Leviathan by Julia. Like he's just a straight up.
So
gift.
he's a living human being in hell that gets put through this process.
Yeah, gets put into
and
the
everyone
puzzle
else.
box. Because Tiffany asked, but I got put in a box too. Here in a little bit.
Yeah, it's true. So everyone else they died in life and then went to hell and got hell priested.
While this guy was like directly chosen.
He was a human being, so he could actually go back to Earth.
Dude, all right, everybody at home, if you ain't seen this shit, we're talking about Channard. He's not even walking this entire time. This motherfucker has a tentacle attached to the back of his head that carries him around everywhere he goes.
I don't think he looked as cool as any of the other Cenobites.
I think he did. He was much more detailed.
No, I didn't either. I feel like he didn't get enough, like, wide shots. Everything was so tight that I didn't get a good look at his entire
because he couldn't he couldn't get into the harness for when it was a full body shot. Him as a person, like it didn't. I think he either had a health issue or he was too fat or some shit. He couldn't fit in the harness.
It was rigged up weird.
So it was like either a dummy or a double when it was those scenes. It's only when it was close up that was him.
Yeah, I think that's what annoyed me about it. I didn't get like a feel for his entire being, like you can for a Pinhead. Like I said, it's such a simple design. The Pinhead of it's, I don't know. I'll take that out.
The leather bondage gear, the hooks,
with
the fucking nipple
head,
hook.
like, it's just such a, I don't know. It's clean, man. It works.
Oh, you talk about clean. You wait till you see video here in the next one. You're gonna love it. Channard traps Kirsty and Tiffany. Kirsty, last ditch effort, puts on Julia's discarded skin like a suit, using it as a disguise to distract Channard and buy Tiffany enough time to dissolve to the mint configuration in reverse. Channard, trying to free his tentacles from the closing gateway, rips himself apart. The door to hell closes as the ladies bolt. The ladies soon walk out of the hospital. So we also get to see Channard murdering the entire fucking hospital at one point.
So was that the real hospital or the hospital in hell?
I think they're, at this point, they're like intertwined. I think they're one and the same.
Because I think as a Leviathan, he's a human being, so I think he can freely go back and forth between Earth and hell. Unlike the Cenobites, who were kind of like chained to the whoever opened the Lament configuration.
And then Kirsty's plan is to just make out with Channard until Tiffany.
Oh my gosh, she sticks a tongue in his mouth. She didn't have to do all that.
I was very confused. Yeah, it was a weird scene.
Joey said, "You didn't do all that, but I did like it."
More Julia, the better, baby.
Yeah, I did like the old switcheroo. She pulled the old Frank on him.
Dude, hey, we ain't really talked about his one-liners. I'm going to talk about it eventually. Channard's got a banging collaboration of one-liners. As he's about to shove Tiffany into the puzzle box to have her transformed into an all-powerful Cenobite, he says, "Your case is closed, Tiffany. I'm afraid it's terminal."
Yes. A little bit of Doctor
man.
humor in there. I like that.
But yeah, the movie ends just as quick as it began.
Yeah, just literally walks out. They walk out of hell. Like, yeah, that was fun.
And we get like Disney music, and Christy taking the skin, or Kirsten taking the skin off, but she leaves the dress on. I was confused how that
Covered in
Yeah,
fucking blood.
bloody
Covered
as
in blood,
hell.
smiling and shit.
That little nasty ass mattress. I just keep going back to that. People just laying on that thing. How much? Ugh.
You talking about nasty mattress? There's so many homeless people that would fucking love to have that mattress. 2 movers are clearing out Chenard's house. One is pulled inside that very same bloody mattress we've been talking about. The other one watches as a pillar rises from that mattress, fused with faces, including a vagrant who had been following Christie earlier. The vagrant's face speaks. What's your pleasure, sir? Roll credits.
Weird ass
this-
ending, man.
Is this pillar a big part of the franchise, Joey?
The next movie, yes.
It picks up like with this physical thing is important. Oh boy. So the
I don't know if you
gateways
guys
are open.
noticed
Yeah.
Pinhead's face is actually on the pillar too.
I did see that.
Ooh.
Yeah, not sure what to make out of this. Is this just sequel bait or did they?
I don't know. It's always got to be open ended. You can't just fucking end it.
Yeah, I guess it's true. It's like a carnival ride or something. Like, I'm gonna give you one more rush before you get off this bad boy.
I found a note that Julie is, I guess, faces on that pillar at some point on it. But Clare Higgins did not want to return for any more sequels and requested her character be taken away.
They took her face. I want you to take her face off. What piece of memorabilia you want to put up on your mantle, Mr. Hootie?
I'll be honest with you, you've talked about it multiple times, and it's the only thing from this movie I'm probably ever going to remember. Give me the mattress.
You nasty bastard. What about you, Joe?
You talked about it multiple times. It's probably the only thing from this movie that I'm ever going to want to use. Give me the bloody mattress, baby. I'm trying to see what kind of a freak I can get to emerge from there and begin my own little skin supply quest. Julia, please reach through there and grab me.
Well, for me, I talked about it multiple times. I have written down here Julia's mattress.
Oh, shit.
I
3
can
for
help
3,
Joy.
baby.
So I can finally help Joy attain that piece that really brings his basement together.
Here we go.
It's the only
I'm
thing
not
that
putting it in my
mattered
house.
in this movie.
Yeah, that thing was a gateway. I wouldn't want to keep it in my house. Just leave it at Joy's basement. Just stack it on top of Joy's copy of the same thing. You can have a double decker.
Oh, my God. 3 mattresses in one. 3 fucking sets of hands and legs just cover my body.
You can watch your TikTok
Moving
videos,
on.
lay on the
Oh my
mattresses.
God.
You dirty TikTokers. Time to get grade books out for Hellbound, Hellraiser II. Mr. Hootie, what did you think about this one here?
So, Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, as with most of this franchise, was a blind spot for me. With the opening of the film connecting Hellbound to the events of the first film, I thought we were about to get the same fantastic product. I was wrong. Hellbound is a decent attempt at a Hellraiser film, but it lacked the heart of the first film. The cosmic horror that Randel is trying to create just didn't do it for me, and I would have rather had Barker's vision on this film. This is not even the best film to use a Leviathan, but I digress. The acting isn't bad, and we get to hang out with our favorite Cenobites, even though not enough in my opinion. Due to the effects still being great, it elevates my grading, and I give Hellbound a C.
All right, Mr. Nasty, let you take the wheel. What'd you think about this one? And I'll let it read.
Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. Wasn't a blind spot for me. I'd seen it before. It's been a little while. Man, it's got one of the most iconic scenes in 80s horror with the mattress scene. There's an incredible soundtrack. Highly underrated work by Christopher Young. Furthering the point that the Hellraiser series may have the best music in all of horror. Impressive practical effects with loads of gore and violence to satisfy all you gore whores and masochists. It's possibly the most in the entire franchise in this one film. Felt the lack of Cenobites, especially Pinhead, was a misstep. Considering they literally traveled to his domain. But I really like the inclusion of Chenardobite, and his corny one-liners that rival early Freddy Krueger in my opinion, such as the doctor is in, and I recommend amputation, and you have your whole lives behind you. I thought that was a cute one. I do feel like Hellbound does fail to live up to the ambitious scale that the film intends to achieve. It's almost like the jump from the original was too much too soon. That could also just be my preference for the original's confined and personal story over the massive scope sequel. With that said, I do like me some lore. So the expanded mythology is still appreciated. With all that said, though, this is one of the better Hellraiser movies, and in a lot of people's opinion, the best Hellraiser movie. For me, it's right up there, right behind the original. So I can't give it anything less than a B.
All right, let me wrap this thing up. I'm going to address Mr. Tony Randel personally here. Tony, you came as an editor and a studio executive. You took the wheel on a franchise someone else built, and you shipped the product in 14 months. Doing so on a budget that kept shrinking at every turn, and with the Pinhead origin subplot sitting on your desk that you could not afford to film. But what you did get on screen, the Labyrinth, Leviathan, the Browning scene, Julia in full villain mode, does hold up as an ambitious attempt at world building and making a series out of the Hellraiser. The plot frays when it does move into hell, but the grotesqueness never quits. And Doug Bradley continues to grow in my mind. You learn to direct on the job, and the potential is definitely there. For that, I am sending Tony Randel out of my class with a C+ for his work on Hellbound Hellraiser II. All right, with that wrapped up, let's look at our audience score guesses from Rotten Tomatoes. If you're new to the show, we try to guess within 5 points to choose what is our next flick. Otherwise, we get random assignments, such as the one we covered today with Hellraiser Part 2. Recapping guesses here. The low man was myself. I said 48%. Hootie a 55%. Joy a 65% on Rotten Tomatoes. The actual audience score was a 59%.
I got fucking Bob Barker, bitch. I got fucking Price Is Right out of this.
Another Ryan Hootie victory flying in its way into the show. It's bizarre. 2026 is the year of the Hootie, as it were.
Really been swinging a hot bat these days, boys.
This boy's just pumping heat. So with that being said, the mic is yours, sir. What will be the next lesson we encounter here on the Horrible Film School?
Well, as we move deeper into 2026, we're hitting the summertime, boys. We're hitting the peak hot summer. And with that,
people, summertime blues.
People are going to be eating hamburgers and hot dogs and
so
hitting
fucking
the
ready.
Ocean. He's so ready.
Joy is.
But some folks are also going to hit the lakes. And we're going back to 1999 with Lake Placid.
Oh, shit. Lake Placid.
Damn.
It's been a minute.
That's a mic drop moment right there. Is Bill Pulliam?
Oliver Platt.
This is Bill Pullman. And Oliver Platt.
Wait,
Oliver
did Bill
Platt.
Pulliam or Bill Pullman?
Damn it. Now we're
Fuck,
swinging.
man.
Bill Pullman is
What are we going to do?
Lake Placid. And so is Betty White.
Better get your ass out of my lake. That gator gonna eat that fucking dick. That's what one of Betty White's.
Gator will eat your dick.
That gator love dick.
Alrighty, folks, we are going to pull up a trailer on YouTube for Lake Placid from 1999. If you don't watch along with us, do so on our YouTube channel. Otherwise, we'll catch you back here in a few short moments. Alright, that was a trailer for Lake Placid. Hooty's choice, so he is not participating. Joy, where's that bad boy?
Fucking 35. That movie's shit.
Shit.
That movie's garbage.
I don't know, man. I think Betty White might have dragged this bad boy.
Didn't even get a second in the trailer.
Betty White wasn't a big deal in the 90s.
That's that reveal, man. I'm saying it after the fact. How many people have seen this in the past 10 years because of her?
That's true.
Nobody. Ain't nobody fucking watching this movie.
Up. She's dragging this bad boy up to a 58%, bro. With that said, thank you for listening. Check out horriblefilmschool.com. You get links to all our episodes, our social channels, and our merch store. If you don't want to spend cash, you can always support us for free in the 3 easiest ways. Rate us, review us, and subscribe. If you're feeling truly generous, send us a brand new rug doctor, making professional grade carpet and mattress cleaning easy. As for me, I'm sending love and support to women waking up with no skin and still managing to pull in all the horny-ass old men out there.
As always, if you're hearing our voices, tell at least one person you know. Spread the love. Spread the campaign that is the Horrible Film School. And with that, I'm going to hit the lake with Lake Placid. And I'm out.
Thanks for all the likes, the subs, the listens, and follows. downloads. We really appreciate you guys and gals' support, as well as your time and attention. Be sure to join us next time as Brady White keeps us from being flaccid with 1999's Lake Placid. Class dismissed.